no?
Yes.
Waiting for a long time for this webinar. Because
Yes, sir.
I believe so you paid nearly 4 or 5 days back. We were supposed to have it earlier, but there were some technical problems out here. But now at least now we are face to face. And 2 minutes have gone. So I believe so we should start or not? As you wish, as you say. Pinky ji, what are your views? Shall we start or wait for 2-3 minutes more?
So just wait for 2-3 minutes, then we will start.
Then 6:05 exactly we will start. So in
Sure,
the
sir.
meantime, I would like
Okay, sir.
means know about Pinky ji yourself. You are working in Kolkata as a teacher, as a principal,
So as a counselor.
as a counselor, career counselor or psychological counselor?
Psychological counselor and career counselor.
Both. That is great. So
Yes.
your school is up to class 12. That's great.
Yes, sir.
So Manju ji, Miss Manju also has joined down south. So she might also, and in Pinky ji, what is the weather condition out there? What is the temperature at present?
Near about 15, sir.
15, that is bearable. But still it gives you a push towards a sweater or a pullover. At present, I'm staying at 14 degrees. Just now I talked to other people present in the group, and I was telling them that over here it is 14 degrees. And probably in the night time it goes down to 8 degrees, 7 degrees even. So in the morning time, when I keep that brass lota, no, you know, brass container for water, the top layer is quite what you call frozen. Trina Guaha Thakurta, yes. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Ma'am, where from you are?
I am from Kolkata.
And Pinky ji is also Kolkata. Both are from same school.
We actually are colleagues. We are sharing the organization. Both of us are counselor and life skill trainer.
Oh, that is great. That is great. Both are counselor.
Yeah.
And Trina ji, you are also working as career counselor as well as what do you call psychological counselor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm working mostly with adolescent population.
For
So career
behavior
counseling
problems?
is a part.
So generally you
Behavior
might be handling.
modification.
Okay, that is great.
Academic and behavioral judging, sir.
But
If
that
there
is
is any serious concern related to clinical aspect, generally I refer them to the clinical part. Academic and behavioral aspect, we are taking
But
care.
tackling behavior problems is quite a challenge these days. It
Very
is
true,
quite a
sir.
challenge these days. A very big challenge, rather, I would say.
Absolutely.
And this, do you understand why these problems are cropping up now after COVID? They are enhanced. They are on the higher scale, higher altitude. The scale is greater than the pre-COVID times. If in those
So,
times
sir,
you
like
were
there are
handling,
some difficulties definitely in the social aspect, like maybe people became more, like instead of socially connected, maybe we actually became more socially distanced. We are maintaining that. That can be the reason.
that's right, that's right. But the thing is that this is basically, I am also into training for last 8 years. This is my 9th year running. And I left all those things related to job, job, and whatsoever you call. I left this thing as national advisor, training and administration in Baspan group of schools. But after that, I thought that when I can do this for others, somebody else, then why can't I do it for myself? So for last 8 years, I'm into training teachers for different aspects of school-related matters. Recently, I conducted 21st century learning skills. Before that, there was behavior management. And today, this is emotional and social skills. Basically, they those understand what exactly is this social and emotional
Mhm.
learning skills. What are these skills? They say they are this. Oh, chalega, chalega. Payal ji, good evening. Payal ji, good evening. So she is there on the screen, and I believe so. Now, let me start. Right, ma'am? So if you get any problem midway, so you please do share with me in the chat box. That I will certainly look into and then come back to you. And probably you people all might be seeing my screen now. Manikamba ji,
Yes, sir.
is it visible?
Yes,
No?
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
sir.
great.
Yes, it is visible, sir.
All right. So now, first of all, I would like to welcome you all about the learning and adding a new dimension to the growth of your kids and youngsters. And basically, people don't understand, or rather, if they understand, they underestimate what exactly is social and emotional learning skills, why they are important, what is this? And new dimension. But this is new to 21st century and as new as they were in the ancient Greek times. So before nearly 3000 years ago, these skills were there. There was social learning, there were emotional learning, and if they were not there, certainly we would not have been able to evolve up to what presently we are now. Kyo Pinky ji, am I right or not? So this learning skill is existing as long as the people started socializing with each other, and they developed onto their skills as to how to add on to these skills, that socializing and emotionally becoming strong, so that we can first rehearse ourselves to adjust in the changing society, because the change is the ultimate constant. The only constant is the change, which means if I am 20 today, tomorrow I have to learn certain new things so that I can say that yes, today I am one step ahead. I have learned something new. And this particularly webinar is related with social and emotional skills. So we will be dealing with this particular aspect. So 21st century as the ancient Greeks, because our present day society developed on these very skills. Now, as who can benefit from these schools? Today 50% and tomorrow the strategies for the schools, the classroom strategies, and for the tips for the parents also as to how they can utilize their free time, their time with the families, their time with the kids, to develop these skills in them so that they become more and more aware of themselves. And what are these skills? Just now I will be discussing. The first thing is that when you establish a safe, number one, safe and socio-economic space, socio-emotional space for the children to grow, to learn at school. You provide them with an opportunity to acquire new social skills, and which are very much essential to the learning system. And these skills will guide them into making the rightful decision, the appropriate decision, the responsible decision, and this decision which will be creating a learning environment in the school, a productive school environment, harmonious, which means they can learn together in the same environment with the difference in their perception of what exactly is happening. And since there is diversity within a classroom itself, there is diversity. diversity in their social background, diversity in their languages, diversity in their living conditions, their emotional well-being or emotional makeup. There is total diversity. Out of 40 students, you may not find any two with similar emotional intelligence or emotional built up. So certainly in these times, the teacher has to concentrate. And may I suggest, Pinky ji also and Tina ji also said, you must show this particular webinar to your teachers also. Share with them this recording of 2 days session. What exactly you need to do in the classroom so that your problems become a little bit less. Because if the teachers teach these skills in the classroom, and basically these skills cannot be taught, they can never be taught. But then how to do this? What exactly is done? The language teachers, social studies teachers, mathematics and science teachers, they diversify, they differentiate their teaching process. That is called a differentiated teaching or differentiated learning. Integrate various type of strategies to address particular needs of a child or different children. And this then, when they are having a good, healthy and learning environment in the school, and certainly when they are happy with what exactly is being offered to them at school, they will certainly perform far better. Their results are very much improving, and not only academically, even behavior wise also they are improved a lot. In today's WhatsApp, what you call this thing, share, I shared a number of things. What are the benefits of these social and emotional skills in a child's life? And this is not only for the children, for adolescents also it is, for adults, young adults, as well as the adults like me, those who have not been into these particular domain, that is social and emotional strength. If they lack this thing, then certainly they can be trained, or rather further improve upon their social and emotional skills. Now then, families, how they will be benefited. Now if they have got strong social and emotional skills, they can attach with their parents, with their uncles, aunts, siblings, brother, sister, then their community also. The bond becomes a little bit, or rather very strong. And for this, through social and emotional learning skills, through this webinar, they will be taught, the teachers will be trained as to how to improve their empathetic feeling, how they can empathize with others to build a closer bond. And then that will foster a positive relationship. Certainly it will help. Communities, when we go for the communities, as I talked to you in general, when we are addressing 40 diverse students in a class, then certainly their backgrounds are different and their perspectives are different. And that is very much essential to respect each other's sharing and understanding their perspective, understanding their backgrounds, understanding their feelings, their emotions. Then only you will be able to go for the positive SEL approach. That means instead of dividing communities on the basis of their social and emotional well-being or health or strength or talent, we rather bring them together by teaching them empathy. Feel how you will feel if you were in Bengal, if you were in Karnataka, if you were in Madhya Pradesh, if you were in central area, that is Delhi, in a metropolitan, in a village. How would you feel and how would you react? So if these skills, we emphasize on teaching these skills through integrating them in our daily lessons. We teach them in our daily lessons. So traditional school setting is already there, but the students will be certainly be benefited through these integration. That is integration of diverse backgrounds. The next one, first, that is main areas of social and emotional skills are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision making. Now let us check them one by one. First is self-awareness. You know what we mean by self-awareness is that that is basically the self-image. Who am I? What are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? How I can improve upon my weaknesses. Let us say, for example, I am a lazy lad. My mother keeps on pushing me to out of bed in the morning, but it takes nearly 10 minutes for me to move out of the bed. So I am a lazy guy. This is my weakness. Then how to improve it? And I will just diversify over here. There is recently a book which I gone through nearly 3 or 4 months back by James Clear. You may write it down. And for counselors, this is one of the Bibles, I will tell you. I will tell you why. Because the students can be guided through this book, the techniques, how to develop different type of positive behaviors and how to eliminate negative behaviors. The title of this book is Atomic Habits. Marvelous and wonderful book. I promise you, this is marvelous and very much promising book for teachers also, for principals also, for counselors also, and essentially for the parents. If my child is like Manikambaji, you know, in my previous webinars, there were a lot of problems by the principals and teachers, how to modify their behavior. If we work on these particular, if they concentrate on techniques given in this book, one by one step at a time. So that is laziness I was talking about. Let us say, for example, the boy is sticking to the mobile most of the time. Then what? Then certainly how to take him away from the mobile and how to diversify his attention. This is his weakness. The boy is lazy, number one. The boy is always attached to the mobile or the screen. And this he has not developed intentionally. It is over the years he has been practiced and there has been no check on his behavior which developed into habit. Our daily actions, if we keep on improving, they become positive over a long period of time. You see, Manikya Baji, you are sitting in the temperature where it might be 23, 24. And if you keep on every 1 hour, what is the temperature at your place?
Yes, sir, 24. Like
24.
That,
All right.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
what I suggest you is every 1
Yes,
hour, you reduce the temperature by 1 degree. You reduce the temperature of AC by 1 degree. After 1 hour, you put it 23. After another hour, you put 22. After 1
22,
hour.
like that.
So
Yes,
immediately you will not feel any change. But after 5 hours,
yes.
when it goes down to 19, you might, when you enter the room, you might feel, oh
Feel a
yes,
change. Yes, sir.
something is happening to the atmosphere, to the environment
Yes,
of this room. So
yes,
this
sir.
exactly happens with the habits. If you
Yes.
reinforce the positive habits one by one, one at a time, and that too consistently. Consistently means, like say for example, if I want to go for bodybuilding, which one will be more helpful? Half an hour gym every day or 3 hours gym on Sunday? One day.
Yes.
Half an hour for 6 days will make a lot of difference. Small habit, one at a time for 1 week, then add another one, continue with both for another week. Third week, keep repeating both the habits, which are positive. That means positive actions. And slowly and slowly and slowly, like for example, in our times, if there was anybody having bad handwriting, what our teacher used to do, write 10 sentences of this particular line he will give and write 10 sentences, 10 times. So when we keep on writing, kept on writing after 5, 10, 15, 20 days, we saw first day and 20th day, there was lot of difference in handwriting. But the only thing is consistency and persistency both have to be there. We have to keep trying for the good habits always. And this is self-awareness. If you are, if you know about your strengths, then you must be, you must also be aware of what are the needs of other people. How can I be helpful to other people? How can my talent be of use to any other body who want to develop this particular thing? Like say, for example, in Indian Idols, I've seen, in KBC, I have seen a number of participants, they keep on practicing, practicing, practicing. And one day they turn over on the stage and started performing so well in their life that they turned not successful only, super successful. This is only the practice makes a man perfect. So keep contributing. If you have got anything positive in your personality, do help others with that so that you can practice. If you give it to somebody else, let us say, say for example, I am doing webinars. I'm very well good in conversation also, expressing myself also, communication skills also. But if today I think I am perfect now or I am very good, so let me stop, and whenever there is a webinar or workshop, I will go and perform. It will not help me anymore. If I get a workshop after 15 days, 20 days, I will see myself hesitating in front of camera or a huge gathering. What to speak, where to start from, how to address the people, how to welcome, how to host. Everything when gets confused, then certainly lose your confidence. The trust and confidence, once they develop, they will go for life. And if you lose it, then I am gone for life. So self-awareness is must. And I'll tell you the techniques and strategies, how to develop these skills in the kids, right from pre-primary, then middle age, adolescents, youngsters, teenagers, then adults also. How to develop. And even me and you, those atomic habit, James Clear, by James Clear, that is helping me a lot. Even if I don't have webinar or workshop, I just go into my studio where I'm sitting now in my office, start mumbling, close the door, sit in front of the mirror, and then start speaking. Watch myself, keep my posture straight, looking at my face, features, facial expressions, because everything generally happens to express what exactly you want to say. Now next is self-management. If a person is self-aware, he knows his weakness and strength, then these skills will certainly make him understand the importance of self-management. What is the importance? This is intrinsic motivation, which means I want to do this. I have to do this. It is a sort of relay. Perform, relax, then reflect, find out the deficiencies, again perform, again relax, again reflect. That is intrinsic motivation. Every time you keep on improving upon your own self. What I am today, tomorrow I'll be better. And this includes emotional management also, as well as setting personal goals. Today my throat is swollen. My voice is not as heavy as it used to be. So what should I do? Instead of having cold water, start having warm water. Go for gargles. Some sort of remedies that will clear my throat. So certainly this is setting personal goals as to how I can improve upon my voice. How can I correlate my speech or conversation or communication with my audience as per what is written on the slide? There is not too much written on the slide, but these points give me idea as to what I want to express. And this is self-management. This also self-management also includes how you behave with the public, how you react to the situations, how you react to those people who don't care for you, but they are with you for their own benefits. Like say, for example, one of the actors I was seeing, if you हिंदी बोले, हिंदी तो समझ में आएगी सबको थोड़ी थोड़ी. आपने मुझे गाली दी, मैं नहीं लेता. I don't accept. So where it will go? It will remain with you. I don't get angry. Why? Because I know how to control my anger. And this is by virtue of self-management. When you are angry, don't speak at all. Because if you are angry, what you speak, you don't have control over that speech. The words, the comprehension, the tone, even you don't have any control. And if you lose control upon yourself, certainly what will come out and how it will impact others, that is beyond our apprehensions. I fear he will kill me. And this is what we call teaching them how to be free from your fear. Because whatsoever has to happen will happen. You cannot stop it. Even you may do certain things in such a way that what is destined to happen will happen in those circumstances. You will work in that direction. So self-management is second point, which is the second pillar of social and emotional learning. The third one comes is social awareness. Now in this social awareness, what exactly we do is how we treat others. How should we treat others? If you people excuse me, I will have a sip of water. Ah. Yeah. So what I was saying is, this is called exactly social awareness. Again, empathy comes over here in the game, in the forefront. How you want to be treated by others, you have to treat them The same way. If you want to be respected, you have to respect others. If you want them to be humble to you, you have to be humble. If you want them to be polite to you, you have to be polite. Which means this awareness at social level must first come at individual level. What I can do to broaden this particular scope with regards to diverse learning, diverse behavior, what exactly the word you may utilize, you can. But social awareness is identifying the diversity in the society, of the individual, of the group, respecting their diversity, giving them respect will certainly get me back respect. If I don't understand Kannada, I cannot laugh at that. What language you are speaking? I cannot make a joke of that. And if I make a joke of that, then certainly I should also be very much open and very much accepting to the jokes they throw on me. What, Sharmaji, how you are looking? If I make a joke of your looks, then I should be very much open to accept the jokes on my looks also. So treating others as you would like to be treated. And this is the gist of this particular social awareness. Next one is relationship skills. If once we develop these 4 skills, then relationship skills will not be difficult. Will never be difficult. Because building positive relationship depend upon only one thing. What you want or need and what you can give. This is give and take that makes relations. Manikamba ji has been with me for last 4 or 5 webinars. Ms. Fauzia is for nearly 2 or 3 webinars with me. Why she came back? Why these people keep coming back to me? Because in the first instance only, they understood that the topic may not be very much clicking to me. Or social and emotional learning skills. But if Ajay Sharma is presenting, there is something what is to be offered. There is something material. There is something solid from which I can gain. And they just generally push in. So on this give and take, these relations build. Of course, if I don't agree with your views or your ideas, then these relationship skills also teach me how to go for conflict resolution. What are the various strategies that can be engaged for conflict resolution? I don't agree with your idea. I may or I may not. If I don't agree to your idea or you don't agree to my idea, then what is the way out? How we can resolve this particular situation, which means that both come to such a point of agreement that you prescribe to my ideas, my opinions, my thoughts, my vision, and I reciprocate the same in the same way. Like our co-director of training, Ms. Nivedita, has undergone eye surgery very recently. If I am not caring, if I don't ask her if I can help you, be of any help to you, how are you feeling now? What is the recovery rate? How is the weather? Whether you are comfortable or not. I know I am 1,000 miles away. We are 1,000 miles from each other. But a few words of consolation will give so much benefit to your mindset. There is somebody to take care, who is concerned about my health, who is concerned about my well-being. We have not met face to face each other except through two lenses, one of my camera, another of her screen. This was one route and another was her camera and my screen. This was another route through which we have been in touch for last so many years. So much time we have been communicating with each other. If I know that she is stuck in the traffic, then certainly I have to be very much restful and wait that she comes out of that traffic and talk to me. People keep on calling you one after the other, then second, then third, then fourth call consecutively. As the bell cuts off the first, then immediately they make second call. Wait for some time. You don't know what conditions the other person is. And these skills, when the relationship skills, when they are developed in the small kids, they develop by themselves through habit making throughout the life. Throughout the life, they keep on benefiting with this. Now, responsible decision making, which will help them in conflict management also, relationship building also, empathize also. If somebody is begging, then if I empathize and try to find out what are his conditions, why he is begging, why he is shouting. He is not angry. He is not prescribing to my ideas. He don't agree to my ideas, but why he is crying, why he is shouting. It is basically due to some preconditions under which this information was transferred. He was given this particular information. Like say, for example, you are hungry and your closest cousin comes to you and asks, Mani, let us go for a dance, man. You will get frustrated कि I am feeling very hungry and she is asking to dance. What Mani kya baji, what you will do? You will start dancing? Or out of frustration, hey, shut up. Let me have something, some food. I am hungry. So your reciprocation, your reaction depends upon responsible decision making. You will ask her, wait for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Let me have some biscuits. You might be seeing darkness, only my eyes, because the light has gone out over here. And I don't know how long it will take. No, it is not working. Let me see another route. Looking like a ghost. Light from the bottom. But there is no other way out. Yeah, this will help. So when I feel I imagine you, how you might be feeling when you are hungry. So I must be able to visualize how I feel when I am hungry. When I am hungry, I get frustrated. When I am tired and your cousin comes, let us go for a walk. Let us go for a badminton game. How will you feel? That I have come from my office so tired, and this man is asking for a walk. What kind of guy this is? So you have to communicate your feelings in such a way that his feelings are also not hurt. And secondly, your work, your anger, or whatsoever your feelings are, they are also taken care of, which means they will impact your social, emotional, physical, mental, and intellectual well being. Everything depends upon your decision making. And they are also trained in how to make positive decisions. It is not everything about how what decision you make. You just shout and keeps him shut. No, that is not the way. You have to convince the second person that yes, I am not feeling well, I am hungry, I am tired, and then if he has got these skills in him, so he will certainly understand your requirement. He will certainly respond to you in a responsible way. So that way we make positive decisions. So up to this point, we have finished 5 of the main pillars of this thing. This how to teach social and emotional learning, what is feeder effect, and what are the other skills, how teachers can teach. This we will do tomorrow in tomorrow's session and finish it all. Tomorrow's session will also be more or less 45 to 50 minutes. We have cleared up to this particular point, that is 50%. If you have got any problem, I will stop sharing the screen now, and we can chat with each other. If you have got any problem, if you want to me to clarify any point, then certainly we can communicate with each other. Yes, Pinky ji, anything you may like to ask or get clarified? Dipali Gisbiye is also there, Fozia Begum ji, Manjula, Nirmala ji is also there. Yeah, so there are 10 people now. If anybody has got any problem, or if you feel so, then I will open the window in the WhatsApp group. If you feel any problem so far, how to teach empathy. If you don't ask, then I will ask you. So it is better you ask. You see, we are all in the process of learning. Sometimes something happens that a person, a participant asks me such a question that I get trapped. Then I'll stop it there and excuse myself that I will try to think about this particular problem and will come back to you with this solution tomorrow. And then